I'm going to go ahead and give this a shot. First off, nice to at least see some of your faces, and I might pop down here every now and then. I did a waiting room on this, and evidently that doesn't let you enter immediately, so I got to keep clicking and letting all of you in individually, and hopefully that will get everybody there. So how many of you, just give me a show of hands right now, can hear me okay? Okay, good deal. So how many of you have used a Zoom meeting before in these last week or twos? Show me a hand. Okay, so several of you. So a couple different things on this that I'm learning about. On the bottom left-hand corner, there's a thing that says mute, and you can mute yourself or take that off so that if you wanted to converse with somebody else, you can do that right there in the corner. And then on the video, you can, if you have more than one camera, like I have it set up, I learned this thing that I can go between the camera that's right in front of me right now, and then I've got this one right here, which we'll be able to use, I'm hoping. Do we see this? I think I got to get rid of the background when I do that one. To be able to do some of the homework problems when we get to that stuff. Okay, so I'm back again. So what do we have for this class? First off, thanks for all getting here. I'm sure life has been crazy for you. I know it's been crazy for me and all the stuff that we've been doing. But over the last few weeks, we've tried to put together some things to make it so that we can get everybody at least credit who wants to be able to get credit for this class. And get through it with the least amount of pain and anxiety and stress that we can do, okay? So what I need from you guys is this. I've already started putting up a lot of videos on my website that go along specifically with every homework assignment. So in order to be able to get credit for this class, these are the things that we need to be able to do. We're going to cover 4 chapters. That's chapter 4, 5, 6, and 7. And in each one of the chapters, we just need to be able to average 80% across all the assignments, okay? 80% across all the assignments. And I didn't have a minimum amount of attempts that you can do it. You can do the attempts as many times as it takes until you get it right, okay? The other thing that I need besides an 80% average is I need you to be able to get a minimum of 60 per unit. So you can't just do like the first 3 units and get 100% and then after that just go, hey, I'm not going to do the rest of the chapter, because it's supposed to be understanding everything as much as possible. Once we do that, there's going to be one final assignment at the end that you'll be able to pick and kind of choose on your own. I don't know exactly what it's going to look like, but maybe it's a little report or a video or making up some sort of test, something that kind of shows me that you really know what's going on. And then we need to check in with each other at least once a week. Okay, does that sound good? Do you feel like, hey, I think I can, yes, I think I can handle that for this course? Okay, some of you are already like 3 chapters in, done with chapter 5, done with chapter 6, and are done with chapter 4 and chapter 5, okay? And so what else am I gonna do for you? I don't know exactly how this is gonna work, because I don't know that I can just go, hey, just fire out questions for me, because some of you will be on chapter 7, some of you will be on chapter 6, some of you will be chapter 5 and chapter 4. So what I'm gonna probably do is I'm gonna put out a thing and go, hey, we're gonna take questions for chapter 4, sections 4.1 through 4.3. If you have a question on any of those things, send it in to me. I'll kind of prep that stuff beforehand, and then I'll put out a Zoom meeting at a certain time that says, hey, if you want to get information on that stuff, that you can get it, okay? So really hard just to teach and go through stuff right now, but if there's certain things that become really difficult, absolutely, I will do that for you. But I went through and I tried to change every assignment to make it as streamlined as possible. So we shrunk them, made them smaller, and I made all the videos to match up with those questions to the best that I can, okay? When some people have asked, well, how long do we have to be able to do this stuff? Well, you guys have until I think right now, sometime at the beginning of June. I don't know that the school sent a final date on it, but that would be our goal. So if you are a motivated person and you want to go, boom, I want to get this stuff done, most of it's going to be self-paced, so you can just crank through it on your own. You know what I'm saying? Does that sound good? Nods, head bobs, anything, life forms. Awesome. Thank you. I have, like I said, I just have a bunch of people rotating up in front. Okay. So right now at this point, for this stuff, the videos are where? The videos are on my website, on the Precalc B page. And I kind of reformed it all as I was doing this stuff. So it'll say videos that started like March 20th. And each one matches up with each one of the homework assignments. Does that sound good? Okay, so I think that's all the things that I had on my list right now for it. So you guys tell me if you guys have a question, fire those off, and I'm gonna unmute all of you right now. So somebody start with a question. But remember, if I unmute you will all hear anything that's going on in your rooms. So does anybody currently have a question right now?
Is there going to be a final exam?
There's going to be, I don't know that it's going to be a test-based final exam, but there's going to be some sort of final project. And that's what I said. I don't know if that's going to be you just creating something, you send me a video, or maybe us just doing a little one-on-one chat for 10, 15 minutes going, hey, what did we learn out of all this stuff? Okay. So there's not going to be something at the very end that goes, hey, if you don't pass this, you don't get credit for it. I'm going to do everything that I can to make this as nice as possible without it being a stressful situation. But still making sure that you learn something out of it. Is that good? Anybody else? Questions?
Are you going to be primarily using like a email and remind to like let us know about stuff, or are you going to use like Google Classroom or other stuff?
I have not ever used a Google Classroom, but I evidently am starting it for my data class right now. We really don't need it as much because of the fact that everything is already on the Pearson website and on my website. So you don't have to go that way. I'll still use the remind. I just found another kid, hold on. I'll still use the remind to kind of keep up to date with you guys, but I'm just gonna kind of go through and look at what you guys have done with the online stuff, with the videos. And then when I send out things for when we'll have an opportunity to chat and talk with each other, we'll do it that way. So no on the Google Classroom, the way we've been doing it with the rest of the stuff that we already have. Probably pretty good. Other questions?
Sweet.
So for credit, no credit, it like doesn't affect our GPA at all, right?
That's either, yes, fortunate or unfortunate for you. For most of you, because this isn't technically an AP class, the GPA doesn't help you at all if it was over. So it's probably the best thing for most of you. All you guys got to do is hit the check marks and you're going to get full credit for the class. Yeah. And again, all of you are very capable of doing this. This is not supposed to be a super difficult situation, but it should be a situation that we can get through with a little help. Sound good? Did that answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay. What else we got? Anybody? Some people are just like, I'm just ready to go back to bed. Isn't that right, Sydney?
No, I'm good. I've been up.
I went downstairs to check with my kids to make sure that they were not on anything because we only have so much Wi-Fi, and yeah, they were sleeping. So, and this is my wife's handiwork. She cut my hair for the first time ever within the last couple of days because it was getting a little rough. Oh. So, okay. So again, sometime this week, I'll send out another Zoom meeting for questions that go with it. And if you guys have any questions whatsoever at any time, remember that you can do the ask my instructor the questions. You can just send me something in email directly, and I will do my best to organize and put stuff out there as good as I possibly can to help you out. Know again, the videos that I've currently made match up perfectly with the homework assignments. So if there's homework questions that are in there that you're struggling with, you needed to watch the video first. The videos are pretty good. So show me hands for the people who are here. How many of you have seen one of the videos? Have watched one of the videos that I put up? Okay. Were they, give me a quick scale, 1 to 5. 5 good, 1 not so good. Were they helpful with what the homework was like? Okay, so I've definitely seen a lot of 4s and 5s, and some of you, like I said, that I just saw 4s and 5s from, are in are about ready to start chapter 6. So good deal. And if that's not up, that'll be up at the beginning of next week. Okay, let me double check. Use the help me solve this too. Those are really good online as you go through the homework. And if all else fails, this thing right here, I know most of you didn't do it, but this is a textbook, and you can read it. There's stuff in there with good information that you can go through to do that. So at this point, I don't have anything else. If you were in and arrived a little late and want to stick around to hear